Look at this normal lab result in my hand. I am crossing it out with red ink right now. Don't let that green normal label fool you today. If you are over 50, you might be going blind slowly. Your kidneys could be shriveling up every single day because of a very silent killer. Your morning finger prick test is lying to you. It misses the invisible monster. I call it the post-meal glucose tsunami. And it is deadly. Today, I will show you how to stop your body from being cooked from the inside out. We are going to protect your vital organs forever. Friend, think of your arteries like delicate glass pipes in an old house. A steady flow of water is fine, but massive pressure spikes will crack them. Most doctors only check your water level when the faucet is off. That is your fasting glucose. It tells us almost nothing about the real damage. The real danger happens 60 minutes after you eat that piece of toast. That is when the tidal wave hits your eyes, your heart, and your feet. I have practiced medicine for 40 years, and I have seen the scars. Every sugar spike is like a tiny sledgehammer hitting your kidney filters. When sugar levels shoot up high, a process called glycation begins. It is exactly like making caramel, but it is happening inside your blood. Imagine pouring thick, sticky syrup into a fine Swiss watch movement. That is what excess sugar does to the protein fibers in your aging body. Your eyes are the first to feel the heat of this internal cooking. Sugar cooks the proteins in your lenses, making things look very blurry. You lose contrast. The world starts looking like a faded photograph. You think it is just old age, but it is actually sugar-coated vision loss. Your kidneys are even more fragile than your eyes. Believe it or not, they are made of millions of tiny, microscopic loops called capillaries. Every time your blood sugar peaks, it creates microscarring. These scars are permanent. They turn your soft filters into hard, useless rock. I have seen patients with normal, fasting sugar who still need dialysis. Their morning numbers were fine, but their after-meal spikes were wild. Then there are your nerves, the electrical wiring of your entire frame. High sugar suffocates the tiny vessels that feed those vital nerves. This is why your toes feel numb or tingly like 1,000 needles. It is not just poor circulation. Your nerves are starving for oxygen. We need to stop these spikes. We need to turn that violent, crashing tsunami into a slow, lazy river that flows gently through your system. Let's talk about the healthy liars hiding in your kitchen pantry. Marketing experts love to trick seniors with words like whole grain. That brown bread you eat for breakfast is just sugar in a tuxedo. It hits your bloodstream faster than a candy bar. And that is the truth. Fruit juice is another hidden enemy. It is just liquid sugar spikes, without the fiber of the whole fruit. It is a direct hit to your liver. Even that morning bowl of heart-healthy cereal is a metabolic trap. It sends your glucose soaring into the red zone before 10 in the morning. The tsunami is far more destructive than a steady high level of sugar. Constant fluctuations rip through your vessel linings like jagged glass. Think of it like a car engine. Drastic revving ruins the motor fast. We want a smooth, steady idle to keep your engine running until 90. I want you to visualize your blood vessels as a beautiful garden hose. A spike is like a sudden kinking of the hose under extremely high pressure. It creates turbulence. It creates inflammation that invites cholesterol. This is how the plumbing gets clogged and leads to a sudden stroke. But do not panic. I am not here to tell you to stop eating forever. I am here to give you a shield. I call it the armor plate strategy. It is a simple trick of physics and biology that costs $0. It is all about the specific order in which you put food into your mouth. If you eat starch first, the door to your bloodstream is wide open. The sugar rushes in instantly, causing that massive, damaging tsunami. But if we change the sequence, we can build a biological mesh. This mesh slows down the absorption and flattens your glucose curve out. The first layer of your armor must always be fiber. Think greens. A small salad or some broccoli acts like a sticky web in your stomach. This fiber web catches the sugar molecules and lets them out slowly. It prevents the flood and keeps your internal pressure very stable. The second layer is protein and fats. This adds weight to the meal. It further delays the stomach from emptying too quickly into the blood. Only after the fiber and protein should you touch any carbohydrates. By then, the armor is thick enough to handle the incoming glucose hit. Now, let's talk about a secret weapon in your kitchen cabinet. It is cheap, sour, and more powerful than many expensive supplements. It is plain old apple cider vinegar, a staple for 40 years. 1 tablespoon in a tall glass of water before a meal is magic. The acetic acid slows down the breakdown of starches into sugar. It tells your muscles to soak up glucose like a dry, thirsty sponge. But let's look at the healthy foods that are secretly stabbing you. Take that glass of orange juice you have every single morning. To make 1 glass, you strip the fiber from 5 whole oranges. You are drinking a concentrated sugar bomb without its natural breaks. This is fatty liver, the silent partner to high blood sugar. It makes your body resistant to its own natural insulin. A bad cycle. And what about that heart-healthy oatmeal you see on television? If it comes in a little paper packet, it is mostly processed dust. It digests so fast it might as well be a bowl of table sugar. Your glucose hits the ceiling before you even finish your first coffee. I want you to imagine your blood as a highway during rush hour. A spike is like a multi-car pileup that shuts down every single lane. The tsunami creates sticky proteins called ages in your blood. The acronym is perfect because these molecules literally make you age. These advanced glycation end products act like internal rust. They stiffen your skin, your joints, and most importantly, your heart. If your knees ache and your back is stiff, it might not be age. It might be the sugar rusting the collagen in your flexible joints. I once had a patient named George who loved his evening pasta. His morning sugar was always 100, so he thought he was safe. But George was getting cataracts and his feet were always cold. I put a monitor on him and saw his sugar hitting 250. Every night after dinner, George was caramelizing his insides. His poor eyes were being cooked in a broth of his own making. Sadly, we didn't take away his pasta. We just changed the battlefield. We added a big bowl of vinegar-dressed spinach before he took a bite. We also added the 10-minute rule to his nightly post-dinner routine. This is the simplest, most effective exercise in medical history. After you eat, do not sit on the recliner and watch the news. Your muscles are the biggest glucose sinks in your entire human body. If you sit still, the sugar has nowhere to go but into your fat cells. It lingers in your blood, bumping into your delicate organ walls. But if you walk for just 10 minutes, your muscles wake up. They open their gates and pull that sugar out of the blood instantly. You don't need a gym or fancy spandex for this. I promise you. Just pace around the living room or walk the dog around the block. Think of it like opening a drain in a sink that is about to overflow. The tsunami is drained away before it can cause any real damage. I call this manual glucose disposal, and it works every single time. It is the most honest way to cheat on a high-carb meal you love. Now, let's look at the silent killers in your bathroom cabinet. Many seniors take medications that actually raise their blood sugar. Certain blood pressure pills and steroids can spike your levels. Always ask your doctor if your pills are glucose-friendly. Okay? We also need to talk about sleep. The great healer of the pancreas. 1 night of bad sleep makes you as insulin-resistant as a diabetic. When you are tired, your body craves quick energy, which means sugar. You are fighting a losing battle against your own biology that day. Your stress hormones, like cortisol, are also major sugar pushers. They tell your liver to dump sugar into the blood for a fight. But there is no line to fight. Only the stress of the daily news. This stress sugar is just as damaging as a bowl of ice cream. Folks, I tell my patients to distress to desugar their blood daily. A deep breath is sometimes better for your kidneys than a low-carb diet. It lowers the internal pressure and calms the metabolic storm. Your body can finally focus on repairing the damage from the day. We are halfway through our journey to saving your vital organs today. The next part is about the maintenance crew for your filters. Let's talk about your maintenance crew, the nutrients that fix the damage. Your body is a self-repairing machine if you feed it right. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, is a true superstar for your nerves. High sugar levels wash this vital nutrient out of your system. Without B1, your vasa nervorum, the tiny vessels feeding your nerves, simply die. This leads to that burning pain in your feet at night. Benfotiamine is a special version of B1 that is fat-soluble. It penetrates the fatty coating of your nerves to provide deep healing. Think of it as insulation repair for your body's electrical wires. It stops the short circuits that cause tingling and muscle weakness. Next is magnesium, the master relaxation mineral for your arteries. Over half of Americans over 60 are dangerously low on this one. Magnesium keeps your blood vessel walls flexible and very soft. It prevents the hardening of the pipes that sugar causes over time. When your pipes are soft, the pressure stays low and steady. Your heart doesn't have to work like a high-pressure fire hose anymore. Alpha-lipoic acid is another heavy hitter for your delicate eyes. It is a powerful antioxidant that mops up the sugar-driven rust. I have seen patients regain their night vision with this simple supplement. It protects the retina from the cooking effect of glucose. But remember, you cannot out-supplement a bad, high-sugar lifestyle. These are the repair crew, not a license to eat a whole chocolate cake. Let's look at your kidneys again. Those twin filters in your back. They never sleep. And they never complain until it is far too late. A microalbumin test is what you must ask your doctor for today. It catches the tiny leaks in your filters before they become a flood. If your normal test says you are fine, but this one shows a leak, listen up. Your tsunami is already starting to break the glass pipes. Don't wait for your legs to swell or your back to ache. Friend, start the fiber first rule tonight and give your kidneys a vacation. I want you to think about your metabolic flexibility as a muscle. The more you use these tips, the stronger your metabolism becomes. Eventually, your body learns to burn fat for fuel instead of just sugar. This is the sweet spot where aging slows down to a gentle crawl. Your brain also clears up when the glucose fog finally lifts away. No more senior moments caused by sugar-induced brain inflammation. Your brain is the hungriest organ, but it hates the tsunami spikes. It wants a steady, slow-moving river of energy to think clearly. I once treated a woman named Clara who was losing her memory fast. Her family thought it was dementia, but I saw her sugar roller coaster. We stabilized her curves with apple cider vinegar and short walks. Within a month, Clara was back to playing bridge and winning every game. She wasn't losing her mind. Her brain was just sticky from sugar. Once we cleaned the watch movement, her gears started turning again. You have the power to do the exact same thing starting right now. You are the CEO of your own health, and I am just your consultant. Do not be intimidated by the white coats or the complex lab reports. You know your body better than any computer or any blood test does. If you feel off after a meal, trust that feeling over a normal result. Your body is sending you a flare signal. Do not ignore the light. Start with one small change today, like the 10-minute walk rule. It is the most bang for your buck you will ever get in healthcare. Watch how your energy stays level throughout the entire afternoon. No more 3 p.m. crash that sends you looking for a sugary snack. You will feel younger, sharper, and much more in control of your life. Your eyes will stay bright, and your kidneys will thank you silently. I have seen people in their 80s reverse 20 years of damage. It is never too late to stop this tsunami and start the healing. Your body wants to survive. It is literally programmed to keep going. You just have to stop hitting it with that metabolic sledgehammer daily. Protect your vision so you can see your grandchildren grow up tall. Protect your kidneys so you can travel the world without any worry. This isn't about dieting or restriction. It is about clever strategy. We are outsmarting the sugar, not just running away from the table. Share this video with someone you love who is over 50 years old. We need to stop this silent kill before it claims another victim. I am Dr. Smith, and I have seen it all in my 40 years of practice. Stay wise, stay skeptical of normal, and keep your curve flat. God bless you. And I will see you in the next consultation right here. Take that walk tonight. Your heart will love you for it. I promise.